Ready to go on an adventure? Well, let's go. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section, and I'd like to find out what you'd like to see, suggestions on how to play this game better perhaps, or ideas for maybe games you'd think I'd like to play. Maybe you have video ideas of games that you've seen me play that you'd like to see me do something. So let me know in the comments section. Tonight we're gonna be playing Ultimate General Civil War. I have a major general, not a major general, a brigadier general set up right now is the level of difficulty I'm playing at. And this is the very first battle. I'm going to skip all of the objectives and all the things that it has to say most of the time because I generally ignore what they say to do anyways. But ultimately, we need to take this city. And after we take it, we need to hold it. So let's skip that. This starts us out here, and it wants to send us down this little valley through here. And we're not going to do that because they're set up on this hillside, and they're set up over here with skirmishers. And yeah, we're just not. So instead, we're going this direction. And we're going to go ahead and do that real quickly because there's no point in time just wasting time as watching these guys move across the map if we don't have to. So the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to get around this house and I'm going to send them this way. And what I'm doing, the reinforcement troops that we're going to be getting are going to be coming up through this path. So we're just basically getting all the troops in one place before we do too much of anything else. As you can see, the skirmishers move a lot faster than the infantry proper. I can actually take the infantry, this brigade, and I can actually break off skirmishers as well. These guys will actually show up as individual units in the army screen later on. The other guys will just come back into this infantry unit. It takes up a slot, so I typically don't build these guys very often. They have their purpose and their place, but I find it easier just to have a whole bunch of brigades and pull them out of there. This is taking a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and speed it. Oh, I didn't speed it up. These guys will just go ahead and set up on this hill over here. I don't think we're going to draw any of the attention of the Confederate Army, but in case we do, those guys will be there to defend the infantry as it comes by in columns. Shouldn't be too long. About the time this infantry arrives, we should start seeing the first of the reinforcements pop into play. Should. There we go. So we're going to take the horses and we're going to run them up this hill because there's a great site. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a great spot to see the whole city from, and it'll expose where all their troops are. These guys we're just going to go ahead and send in to this tree line. We're going to take the far bridge. I have two cannon. That's a cannon. The 10-pound ordnance is a rifled cannon, and we're going to want that right there. And the reason we want that right there is it'll have a great flanking shot right along that entrenched line. The other one is, if I can grab it, is a 6-pound fielder. So it's not nearly as powerful. It's a smooth bore. It is okay from the standpoint of if you're up close and you're wanting to use canister. Canister is like, think of turning the cannon into a big giant shotgun. If you're using canister fire, these are fairly effective. But again, they have to be up close. And I don't know. Obviously, it's not my first choice. Move these guys up. And you'll see here in a second, as this guy reaches the top, it'll identify it as kind of a... There we go. So you know that's a good place to be to see everything. And there we go. We see much of their troops. They do have more than that, but that's what we can see from there in the immediate range. You know, binoculars and so forth from that hillside beyond the trees. Speeding this up. I keep promising that I'm going to do that, and then I don't. So again, obviously we need to worry about these guys, and we need to soften them up first, because 605 dudes hanging out behind an entrenchment right there, you know, whatever that wall is right there, shooting at exposed troops coming over on a file on a bridge is going to be pretty ugly. So the farther and the sadder we can make them, and the farther away from this wall that we can have them be, the better off we all are gonna be. Now I'm going to go ahead. This guy's already firing, and that's fine. Again, this is the canister fire. Hopefully that's canister fire that they're getting. Because again, that's about the only effect they're gonna have, and behind a wall, it's not going to be too useful. Look at that. Routed already by that cannon. That's all it took. Now, unfortunately, these guys are protecting the bridge at the moment, but we're going to drive them back pretty hard, too. If they were going a little fast right now, maybe I should have slowed that down. So they were trying to take that position, that fortified position, but we've already broken them to the point where they can't. They're already running. And for whatever reason, these guys have decided to cross the bridge, and they are welcome to do so. That's the stupidest thing they could do. As you can see right there. So we're going to get there, and we're going to get there, and we're going to get there. Now, I like to cross, I like to cross the bridge, if I can, with skirmishers. Here's me detaching them like I was mentioning before. Because if they're faster, they get across the bridge, and then the infantry can come across being shielded by them. Now, what they've got protecting them aren't that strong right now, because we bludgeoned them pretty well. We don't really need to see what's there. We can see what's there. But as you can see, I mean, they're beat down, but they're still coming back for a fight. They're going to be rudely awakened. Tell these guys to move on the double quick. That should probably be a good idea. Now, the one thing that's really helpful, the Confederates at this stage of the game are much, much, much better at the melee combat than the Union troops are. I don't really know all of why that is, but it is. And because of that, when they charge, you're really not going to win that fight. You may drive them away, but you're going to come out behind when it comes to numbers, losses, and so forth. I'm bringing everybody that's fast over there to take care of that cannon. That's why I'm sending all of these skirmishers out after it. We're going to bring this 6-pounder cannon over. We're going to bring the 12-pound or the 10-pound ordnance over. The 3-inch rifle, whatever you want to call it. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and charge into... Again, our melee isn't that good with these guys, but we're going to send a bunch of them in, and there's 83 cannon. So their melee isn't going to be good as cannon, and I just want them gone. I would have preferred it if we could have not had these guys here. I didn't think about that. Alright, they're gone. And now I have a huge front attacking that few amount of people, so... Get the cavalry to dismount, and they're not that effective, but it'll at least threaten their flank and make things not so pleasant. We lost a lot of people there. Alright, so they are routed. I'm going to remount, and I'm going to go chase these guys because now that they're running, we can do a lot of damage to them. I mean, we clearly have the field. We have the city. So yeah, we're don't exactly know how these guys got here, but that's fine. They're gonna probably get killed, but that's weird. I really don't know why they're there, but apparently it didn't matter. It ended the day. Now we have to protect. Now I'm going to skip all this because most of it's a lie. All of these are bad positions to be in, so we're not going to be in those. We're going to move all these guys back to the city. Dismounted cavalry and cannon. I don't know why, but you'd think that these would be great positions to be in, but you're better off inside the city during this just because of the way they attack you. It's nice to be more concentrated, and it's nice to be away from these railroad tracks when there's this train with cannons that come. It's kind of hokey, but the only thing that you can attack it with is cannon, even though your infantry will try to shoot it, because I don't know, they do. And it's just, yeah, it's nice to have these guys as far away from that as possible and under the cover of the city as much as possible, so when the cannons do go off, they don't hurt as much. I'm going to fast forward. Our reinforcements are probably going to arrive before their stuff arrives, if I remember this battle correctly. And there we go. Something happened. Yes. Oh, no. We're seeing them first. Okay. Oh. Our reinforcements are up. We're going to go ahead and bring them forward. Didn't see that that was happening in time. Fortunately, we have... These guys are flanking on this side. These guys are actually fighting, and these guys are shooting into them on this side. So you can really see that they're taking damage. And apparently this cannon's firing right into them too, which is pretty impressive. Don't know how it's missing my guys, but... I'll go ahead and move that way again. Flanking isn't fun. You know, these guys are going to come in, and then you can hear the train, but it's not here yet. Alright, these guys just need to be here. Nobody's coming in on that side. That cavalry just keeps coming in and taking pot shots and leaving. I don't know if they're doing much damage, and we need to back these guys up just a tad. And by doing that, these guys can fire right into them. These guys can even join the assault. Hey, they're routed. They should be launching in. Here comes the next crowd. I don't know why the skirmishers have decided to pursue with that aggressiveness, but come on, guys, fall the hell back. Okay, well, they're gone. For no real good reason, they're gone. Here's that stupid train. We're going to have to aim all the cannon that we have at it, because that's the only thing, again, that can take it out. You know, like Dryland Merrimack. Yeah, I'm sure they'd call something like that in 1861 before they had built the Merrimack. That they'd named something after something that hadn't been built yet. Brilliant. I mean, you can see how well these guys have been protected, even with these guys firing into their flank. So we're going to back up with these guys until they're in good cover. And I really wish I had that cannon to fire into those guys' flanks, but I kind of want it firing into... There we go. That's good enough. Well, good. I made a good choice there then. I was figuring that the flanking wasn't doing a whole lot of good anyway, so I was gonna I was just going to go ahead and fight these guys, and then they backed up anyway, so it did work out well. Good. Bring these guys across the river. This is just astounding to me. Okay, well, they are running back, thankfully. I mean, we definitely have the advantage now. Unfortunately, Walton really got hammered in that, and we are going to have Walton as one of the two of these units we get to keep. We get to keep him and Loomis. So it's kind of a shame that we get to keep the one that's broken so damn bad, but that's how it is. Presumably these guys aren't being, it looks like they are being used. We should be getting our supplies from over here. And I don't know how much that's going to cost us. But I'll bring these guys all the way over to here and shoot that direction. Oh man, this is not as successful as some of these some of the times I've had in this battle. Sometimes it seems like I've just like wiped the floor with them, but they're going up against dismounted cavalry and being flanked at the same time. I'm not sure that was exactly the best move, but see, I mean, there's an awful lot of people running into that, and that whole, it just worries me quite a bit that I don't think Loomis is going to be, well, I don't know how strong the people running in are, but I don't have a lot of support to give them. At least on that side. There's plenty of support on this side. Loomis is the other one, so yeah, the people that I get to keep, they're pretty decimated, but worse than decimated because I started with over 500, maybe over 600. We do have them on the run now. Come on, charge. You were supposed to charge. The whole point of you charging was so that wouldn't happen. Let's stand in front of the cannon and rest. Hello. I had him dismounted. That was probably part of the problem that the cavalry charge didn't work so well. When you make the troops do the double click, they actually gain stamina for doing that. So at this stage in the battle where well, crap. At this stage in the battle, I'm going to take the guys that, you know, I need to that I know I'm going to be taking onward. I'm going to go ahead and, this is not cool. We'll just go ahead and follow them back. We'll take you and we'll follow you to here. But anyway, by doing that and running them around, you'll see my stamina is 41. I'm going to run them over here. And I'm going to take Loomis, do the same thing, and I'm going to run them over here. But hopefully we'll see that number go up, and it will prove that I'm telling you the truth and not lying to you. There it is, 42, just from running across the thing. So that gets you some stats, which become important as, you know, the progresses. You want to have pretty good veterans, and that helps you get perks. It helps you fight better. It helps, you know, all the way around. It's just an improvement. And we are done. I'm going to go ahead and finish these guys off because I'm pretty close to doing that. Oh, lost those guys, but I don't care. None of the guys that I'm fighting with now do I actually carry on with in the army, so I don't know exactly what happens to them in the overall scheme of things. In the digital world, they disappear. There we go. Alright, so we destroyed them all. Alright, they came in, they had more infantry than we had. They had way more cavalry than we had, although it says we had 0. So that's obviously not true. Oh, no, this is the casualties. So we did lose 1 gun, that's unfortunate, but they lost 4 with 134 men. That's pretty impressive. We smashed them almost, at least, well, more than 2 to 1. So starting off with less guys, that's not bad, and we were on the offensive. Took what we needed to take. Look at that kill ratio. I mean, alright, wounded, and we picked up some stuff. We reclaimed some of the stuff we lost. We captured some of their stuff. So, alright, we won. This will take us to the army screen. This is what we have left, and I'm going to go ahead and mess with this and build it up, I guess, for the next battle. If you enjoyed this game, please let me know. If there's ideas that you have that could make me play this game better, please let me know. And please like and subscribe. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.